Harlan started out with a Rusty Smith Corona and built himself into one of the best-selling mystery writers of all time.
30 languages, over 80 million copies sold. You guys fans?
I mean, I don't do much fiction reading myself.
Big fan. I'm a big fan.
Who is that guy?
Mr. Blanc is a private investigator of great renown.
I read a tweet about a New Yorker article about you. You're famous.
The night of his demise, the family had gathered to celebrate your father's 85th birthday. And your son, Ransom, did he attend as well?
Yes, but he left early.
I think Linda was upset.
Walt would get a little Irish courage in him. He'd get into it with Harlan.
What? Richard said what?
Are you baiting me, detective?
Attempting to be thorough so we can figure out the manner of death.
You mean if someone killed him? You think one of us, one of his family,
Walt.
killed him?
Mr. Blanc, I just buried my father who committed suicide. Why are you here?
I suspect foul play. I have eliminated no suspects.
Harlan was cleaning house.
Everyone in the family has possible motives.
Was Harlan planning on cutting off Joni? Did he plan to fire Walter?
Is Richard having an affair?
That's some heavy-duty conjecture.
Funny, Ransom, you skipped the funeral, but you're early for the will reading.
Up your ass.
Very nice.
Slap that
You gotta do this more often.
The family is truly desperate. When people get desperate, the knives come out. This is a twisted web. And we are not finished untangling it. Not yet.
I keep waiting for the big reveal.
All of them lied to me. There is one guilty party behind it all.
You know something. Spill it.
Oh my God.
Tell me what happened to my grandfather.
I think you have something you want to tell me.
All right. Should we get into some recent trailers in this week's Trailer Park?
Good name.
I like it.
Yeah. What's the first one?
First one, let's talk about Knives Out. This is kind of a whodunit type film from director Rian Johnson.
Did Star Wars Last Jedi. A lot of people hated that.
I say maybe not the best thing to have on your resume, but people know
For
what
some,
it is.
for some. Quickly on Rian Johnson. Looper, great movie. Star Wars Last Jedi kind of pissed off some Star Wars fans with that one. I didn't hate it like some people out there did. But yeah, this one I'm very excited for. I love whodunits. This is a modern whodunit, which I feel like we haven't really gotten one of these in a while.
Yeah, not an original story. Last year they redid what was the train murder?
Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and they're making a sequel to that. Not to get too off topic here, they announced a sequel to that. Death on the Nile, Gal Gadot.
Nice. So Knives Out has a huge cast, lots of stars that I think you would recognize. We've got Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Jamie Lee Curtis, the kid that plays Bill in the new It movie, so caught him in there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think when I first saw the teaser for this, I wasn't really sure what to expect, but the full trailer here makes me really excited for the movie. I think it could be really, really interesting.
I love the idea of seeing Chris Evans in non-MCU movies. I love the MCU. I'm sure we'll get to that at some point during this podcast. Maybe not today, but I own every MCU movie. I love the MCU. I love him as Captain America. But
I would say, for those people who aren't familiar, what is MCU?
Marvel Cinematic Universe. So all the superhero movies that are all connected. Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, all those movies. He played Captain America. I think he looks fantastic in this.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, no, I don't know what all the knives are about. There's so many knives in this trailer. There's like a wall of them in a circle. No idea what that's about, but it definitely
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. Hopefully, definitely has a Rian Johnson feel to it. I don't know exactly how to describe it. People who are a fan of his can maybe describe it better than me, but all of his movies have a weird tone or twist to it. But this movie looks fantastic. Great cast, like you said. A lot of weird accents in this movie too. I don't know if you know, like Daniel Craig rocking like a KFC. In fact, I think Chris Evans has a KFC joke in one of the trailers, but like rocking a Kentucky accent in this movie, which is kind of interesting.
Yep.
I think it comes out soon. When is the release date on this? November 27th. So
just in time for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So this will be one that hopefully gets some Oscar buzz. We'll see when the reviews start rolling in. But I've got faith in it. So, anything else on that one for you?
No.
In times of old, the world was full of wonder and magic. But times change.
I'm a mighty warrior.
Morning, Mom. Hey, birthday boy.
By the laws of yore, I must dub thee a man today. Kneel before me.
That's okay.
I have a gift from your dad. He just said to give you this when you were both over 16.
No way! It's a wizard staff. Dad was a wizard.
What? Your dad was an accountant.
This spell brings him back. For one whole day, Dad will be back.
What? Back to life? That's not possible.
It is with this.
I'm gonna meet Dad.
Whoa, feet!
It's getting harder to hold.
Ah, he's just legs. I definitely remember Dad having a top part.
Oh, what did I do? Hi.
We only have 24 hours to bring the rest of him back.
Until then, ta-da!
Oh, that's great. Dad, you look just like I remember.
You got a problem, Shade?
If it's adventure you seek, you've come to the right tavern.
Oh, no. We might be out of gas.
But it says we have a full tank.
No, that doesn't work. Growth spell. We grow the can, and then the gas inside will grow with it. Elbows up.
I'm trying to focus here.
Focus.
It worked! The can is huge! And the van is huge! And you're... Oh no.
Alright, the next one that we watched was the new Pixar movie, Onward. Creators of Inside Out, Toy Story 1, 2, 3, 4. All those classics. What were your feelings on this one?
I'm a little uncertain on this one. So we've got Chris Pratt and Tom Holland, more MCU actors. Kind of got a theme going here. But they're the main characters in what kind of a fantastical creature kind of universe. It looks like there's like elves and gnomes and I don't know, magical creatures.
It's kind of for those who haven't seen the trailer, it's kind of a take on if all those mystical creatures, their world turns into the modern world, right? So everyone's driving cars, everyone's got jobs, like as accountants,
mowing the lawn.
Yeah,
very suburban magical.
Yeah, there's no magic in the world anymore. So everyone's got these 9-to-5 jobs. They have unicorns that are like raccoons just rummaging through the trash, and they're trying to scare them away. So yeah, I get what you're saying. This one's a little different out there. I didn't get the same Pixar is hitting a home run with this one feel, but it is Pixar. I can't remember the last time they made a bad movie. Maybe the Cars franchise, they kind of maybe took that a little too far. That's the one a lot of people usually think of. But because it's Pixar, I love the cast. I have faith in it. I'm going to stay excited for it, but I can see where there could be some hesitancy here. I'll tell you this, they're definitely going to make people cry.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about kind of what's the premise of Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. They play brothers, right?
Yeah, they're brothers. I think Chris Pratt's character is older, if that matters. So their father, we don't know when, passed away at some point when they were kids. It's Tom Holland's character's birthday. He turned 16, and their mother gives them a gift from their father, and it's a wizard's staff. And remember, this world doesn't have magic anymore, so they're kind of blown away by this. And they try to bring back they find a spell where they try to bring back their dad for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm. Only problem is they only get his lower half.
Yeah, Tom Holland tries doing the spell. He only gets halfway there, and then the spell stops for whatever reason. So yeah, the rest of the movie is them going on a quest to find magic in the world they have 24 hours to bring the rest of their dad back. Mm-hmm. So I like quest movies, like Lord of the Rings, which we'll get to at some point. The Fanboys. It's kind of a quest movie.
Yeah. Yep.
Just like a giant road trip to try to do something, try to find something. So I like quest movies, these journey movies where you go on this trip with characters. So there's a lot of things I like about this concept and movie. But yeah, for whatever reason, not getting the home run vibes from Pixar, but hopefully I'm just wrong about that.
Yeah, well, it kind of reminds me of Inside Out. Like, the first time I saw the trailer for Inside Out, I'm like, what is happening? Like, whose idea was this? I think we've said this before, like, the people at Pixar just kind of come up with super strange ideas, and they just dive so far into them that somehow they just make sense. So I feel like seeing the movie, it'll probably all come together, all make sense. And that's part of the magic of it, I guess, that you kind of it comes through as you watch the movie. So I'm hopeful. Like you said, they don't make very many bad movies, so I'm sure it'll turn out. But I think first glance, I think I'm just a little confused as to how it might work out.
Well, we're supposed to be confused.
Yeah.
So, no, I get exactly what you're saying. So we'll give it a shot. When's this one coming out? This one is being released on March 6, 2020. We got a ways to go on this one still.
Legend has it there is a tree in the Amazon that possesses unparalleled healing powers. And the arrowhead is the key to unlocking it.
Stop her!
Hello. Just wanted you to know this has been mislabeled.
Shipping outlets?
Of all the jungle cruises you could take in the Amazon, this one is undoubtedly the cheapest. But also the most thrilling. Heads up, coming through. Look out! Marauders. Natives. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. The backside of water. It's the eighth wonder of the world.
We're headed upriver to Lagrimas de Cristal. We must secure our travel. Come on. Hello?
Not a good time.
My brother and I are looking for passage upriver.
Please go away.
I have a lot of money.
If you believe in legends, you should believe in curses, too. You're gonna beg me to turn back.
Well, I look forward to disappointing you.
10,000 to bring you there alive. Dead is 15,000.
Why should I pay more dead?
Dead, I'd have to carry you. Dead's a lot harder, lady. Here we go.
Oh, God, sorry, Frank.
Sorry, strong form.
I cannot swim.
You booked a river cruise and you can't swim? The price just went up.
The mess is real.
Also coming out this week, we have Jungle Cruise, which has Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson.
Quick history on this. This is based kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean and Tomorrowland. This is based on a Disney ride, Jungle Cruise. In case you didn't know.
That's what I was wondering.
So, and then also in this trailer, you can kind of, The Rock is kind of like a con man type person, where he's like rigging things to make it seem like people on the Jungle Cruise are seeing like native people who are like shooting arrows at him, but it's all like something that he rigged. To that. Those are all like hints at the ride too.
Sure.
So I had watched this trailer like a week or so ago when it first came out, but you watched it just before recording this. So what are your instant thoughts?
My first kind of impression. So it starts like Emily Blunt inside some library or something. It seems like it's taking place like 1930s, 1940s maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of gave me a little bit of a Indiana Jones kind of vibe. Just like the style and stuff. But yeah, so Emily Blunt needs Dwayne Johnson's help. He's the boat captain.
Yeah, he's running the Jungle Cruise. Like what a Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
The worst Jungle Cruise, as he describes in the trailer.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like my type of story, but you know.
Yeah, this is a Disney kids movie. This is not our movie. This is not for us. We're 30. We're old. This is
you are 30 and you are old.
You're gonna be 30 too. Yeah, this is for kids. This is not for us. So it's very Disney. There's gonna be over the top action, comedic relief. You compared it to Indiana Jones.
You're probably offended by that.
A little bit, because this movie's not going to be as good as Indiana Jones.
No.
Maybe, except for maybe the fourth one, which doesn't exist. But this, you compared it to that. I have a different comparison that this is not an original thought. I've heard this from other people, but it is the best comparison that I can think of. It looks like a Disney version of The Mummy with Rachel Weisz and Brendan Fraser.
Yes. You know what? I think that's a better comparison. Yep.
Even to the point where in this trailer, Emily Blunt does that old trick where she's on a ladder and then it goes straight vertical and she's using them kind of like stilts.
Yep.
That exact scene happens in the beginning of the first Mummy.
Yep.
So that's what I think of it as, a Disney version of The Mummy, where man and woman team up, go try to find something. I don't know how it's going to end exactly, but not my cup of tea. Maybe we'll see this. I'm not going to be running to the theaters to see this movie, but we're not the target market for this movie, so not a surprise there. If anything would get me to go see this, The Rock is the most popular person / actor on the planet. He's going to draw a crowd, and Emily Blunt is in the same realm as him.
Everyone loves her. She always plays a great role.
Yeah,
she's really good.
She was in Mary Poppins. People loved her in it. We saw A Quiet Place. She was fantastic in that. Like, I love Emily Blunt. So if anything, like, those two alone working together would maybe draw me in to see it, because I love the both of them.
Yep.
Blake, pick a man, bring your kit.
I hoped today might be a good day. Hope is a dangerous thing.
You have a brother in the 2nd Battalion.
Yes, sir.
They're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message, calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you fail, it will be a massacre.
Let's talk about this for a minute.
Why?
We've got orders to cross here.
That is the German front line.
If we're not clever about this, no one will get to your brother. I will.
There is only one way this ends. Last man standing.
I'm going back to see my father.
We need to keep moving! Come on!
I'm going there, no more to run.
We can't possibly make it that way, man! You bloody insane!
If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men. Your brother among them. Good luck.
Finally this week, honestly probably the one I'm most excited for is 1917. Kind of a rare take, but this one is focused on World War One. There aren't a lot of World War One movies out there.
No, not a ton. I mean, way back in the 30s, All Quiet on the Western Front won Best Picture. Maybe we'll review that someday. That's a World War I movie, but that's from the 30s, before World War II even happened.
Fewer wars to choose from.
But yeah, not a lot of great World War I movies out there. This movie is directed by Sam Mendes, Academy Award-winning director. He actually won for his directorial debut with American Beauty. He also directed Skyfall, which was not the last Bond movie, but the last good Bond movie that came out with Javier Bardem.
Yeah, that one was good. I really liked that one.
I mean, he also directed Spectre, which was the last one that came out. That wasn't very good, but he's a great director. Some interesting things about this movie that I'm not sure if you knew about. So this movie is going to be edited and shot to appear as like Birdman in like one edit.
Wow. Okay. So not many cut scenes is what you're saying.
No, I don't know. I mean, Birdman only had the few at the end.
With 7 or something like that, right?
So this movie is supposed to take place in, I think, real time.
Wow, okay.
Or very close to real time. But yeah, from what I read, it's in the style of Birdman, where it's like one shot, like no edits.
One
so
continuous
how's that make you feel?
For a war movie that that will definitely push the tension and the urgency, and could be difficult to kind of catch your breath sometimes, I feel like. But I don't know if I've seen that style in a war movie before, so I think it could be really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'd say before Birdman, I don't know if that style really existed, and that's the only movie I can think of that did that. So yeah, this will be possibly, could be wrong, but possibly a first for a war movie. But yeah, I love this movie already. I'm a sucker, as you know, I'm a sucker for a good war movie, though.
Yep.
What I like about this movie, or the from what I know of the plot right now, is, I guess to give listeners an idea, the movie takes place obviously World War I. 2 soldiers are tasked with the mission to go kind of across. I don't know if it's the entire country, or they're supposed to find or get to a specific group of soldiers. There's like 1,600 of them, because they are about to walk into a trap. So these 2 soldiers are supposed to find them, warn them, and don't let them walk into this trap. One of the 2 soldiers tasked with this mission, their brother is in this regiment, or in this group of soldiers that they're trying to warn. So there's kind of like a emotional attachment there. Mm-hmm. So I think this story is great. It's kind of similar to, I think it's going to be similar to a Saving Private Ryan, where they use the plot as a device to show this war to the viewers. Mm-hmm. Like, these 2 soldiers are going to be running all over the place. They're probably going to show you different aspects of the war, different things that happened during the war, like Saving Private Ryan did, where you follow this group of 8 soldiers trying to find 1 soldier. So I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah. And this one stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Colin Firth, and then I'm not sure many people would recognize, but it seems like one of the soldiers who's supposed to kind of deliver the message. That actor is George McKay, who he plays the oldest son in the movie Captain Fantastic, which is, we love that movie.
Go see that movie.
Yeah, really good. But anyways, the guy that plays the oldest brother in that movie, he's kind of the main character here. So I'm excited to see him again.
I have a feeling Benedict Cumberbatch and
Colin Firth
are going to be in it for like 2 seconds. They're giving him the mission, or they're going to run into him, and they're probably the big actors you show in the trailer to get some excitement. Yes. But they're not going to. I have a feeling they're not going to be in it that much. But comes out Christmas Day, I think. So I think I might be knowing what we're doing on Christmas Day. Expect a lot of Oscar buzz out of that one.
For sure.